the sailboat with the propane-powered Lehr. Had plenty of power. It was easy to install the propane canister. Basically, just if you can put a canister in a gas grill, you can put one in this. It lasted a good half hour or more under full speed. So we just got off the sailboat using the 9.9 Lehr propane-powered engine. Not as smooth as I was expecting. More vibration. It was louder. Not very intuitive. The shift lever is right in front of where the starter pull is. So your knuckles tend to hit that when you're hitting the starter if it's not done right. Definitely a lot of vibration. Our teeth were chattering at idle almost the whole time. So we're talking about the Mercury 9.9 on the sailboat. We found that it had much more power than the 9.9 Lehr. It was much smoother, quieter, didn't vibrate nearly as much. It just seemed like it was well made. It was quieter. It just felt like a quality piece of machinery, and I think that's probably what I would choose for that size boat. Probably a little easier to use. The shifter mechanism was on the tiller instead of on the engine. It wasn't in the way of the full start like the Lehr was. So we were out on the catboat, and this time we had the 2.5 horse Mercury. I'd say it was quieter, much more powerful. It seemed like it was better built. It just seemed like a more substantial engine, something that I could live with, more so than the propane power. It did smell a little bit more, especially when we fueled it, and we had a little trouble starting it the first time, but that might have been just an operator error. But overall, I would say that it was a very smooth, quiet engine that was much more powerful than I expected. All right, so we tested the Torqeedo 2.0 on the Marshall catboat with two deep cycle batteries, and we did an idle test, which was pretty much what the other boats were, the gas and propane engines. The thing that stuck out most was how quiet and vibration-free the motor was. It had no vibration at all. I'd say it sounded like a fan whirring. It did make noise, but it was not something that was disturbing. It had pretty substantial power. Mostly, I think for this particular setup, it was ideal, aside from the weight of the batteries. But the motor itself performed very well, very quiet, and kind of a nice feeling of not polluting the air or the water, and sound as well. Very good motor.